Bruh. Edit. I'm gonna sneeze. The fuck is this song? What game is that? What game is this? The fuck? That's Minecraft? Insane. Oh, shit. This is... I'm sorry. I don't know why I let that whole song... That was a crazy song. Maybe it's fine. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom. So, I learned what I needed to learn today is that once you unlock the artifact appearances... Hold on. What happened? Okay. So, I learned what I needed to learn today, which is once you unlock the artifact variants, or once you do the main artifact quest for one character, you get all of the variants for every class. That's it. That's crazy. I had no idea, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to level a druid, I'm gonna have to level a rogue to get all those artifact variants. I want those, that's kind of the main point of me doing this, or a main point, besides I wanted to get a paladin to level 80. And all the other little cosmetic stuff, the mounts, battle pets, armor. But that's crazy. That makes me happy. So I don't know. It's one of the quests that I'm on. Just stop. And I don't know which one it is, but somewhere in here. I think we're on... So, okay, just getting 80 with each one, you get these mounts. So I might do that for the druid just for fun. We'll see what I feel like doing after I unlock the... where would it be allowed? I don't know. I think I'm on it though, right? Which one of these is me being on it? I forget what all the quests I'm doing are. Legion Remix. Shadow Vargas. Is it this one? I think it's this. And I'm doing that. Eastern Plaguelands. The zone? Is it? Okay, so I think I'm just doing this, right? Paladin Order Hall. I have to complete that. World quests. I have world quests now? Grab a drink, I'll be right back. Also, raid finder. Do I have one? Okay, let's go turn in what I have right now. Never seen the Pally's class hall? That's cool, there you go. I just left, unfortunately. If you want, I can give you a tour. Here. As the High Lord of the Paladins, let me show you. This is where I give my sermons. Pretty cool. Ignore this guy, he's an imposter. I bet there's like multiple people who are just trying to make their house look like the Paladin class hall. Okay. That was it. Tour. I got bored. I kind of... Thanks for liking the stream. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, where's the little bubble? Where's the time bubble? Not it. Not it. Why is it not loading? This looks like it, though. It is. Okay. So I need to turn in these.
Question everything.
Can I? Okay. And how many can I get more? I need. Let's see. This is raid. This is a raid. Yeah. Also, I just ran out of places to show you that I had a funny thing I thought I could say. So dumb, also. Okay. Is this a raid? This is a raid. Seat of the Triumvirate. Let's do that. Accept. How many more can I do? Infinite research. World quest. Sure, I already have to do that for my other thing. That's all I can get right now. Still a little bit loud. A little bit loud. Okay. There's something that's like a daily necklace or something, right? Person?
What do you seek? Return soon.
Complete quest. And then what's this guy? Lady here want? I have it obtained.
Who knows what knowledge will
Okay, so I got the paladin mount because you just have to get to level 80. So I did that.
our endeavor
Put these out real quick. Say goodbye to the infinites. Why? You would think after so many... What? Why are we saying goodbye?
the unknown. The possibilities are infinite. Observe
Sag.
what surrounds you.
Yeah, okay, so some I came into Legion late. Let's start there. Okay? So I am prioritizing the ones I care about the most first. So I got the Paladin one, obviously. The only other one I've gotten so far is the... Oh, that's the wrong guy. Was the most expensive other one. I just started there. And I only hit 80 yesterday, so now I'm really pulling in the bronze, you know. I got... Which one? This one. I got this one yesterday. Because it's flying and cool, and I wanted it the most. And then I don't know how much I care about a lot of these, to be honest. I care a little bit more about getting cool raid sets because I'm really bad at ever getting those because I'm not a raider. And I always wish I had cool armor. So I bought a couple raid sets for my paladin and I'm going to buy a couple for other classes too. I want this one. I want this one. Look at those. They're beautiful. I went ahead and I just bought the Paladin one. Because it's cool as well. I could get another. Should I do it? So personally, my priority is these. I know that's weird. But I kind of don't... I don't know. I do need new mounts. I do. Maybe I still have some time. But I'm excited about the gear, which I am just going to get this one. I want that one. Okay. So, and I also did spend a lot of it on a battle pet. Called Dragon. It was... Oh. Not a dragon? What's the dragon? Where is he? This guy. You.
Trust no one.
You. Nightmare Whelpling. Whoops. Nightmare Whelpling. Beautiful. I had to get that too. And that was what?
I'll listen.
180,000 or something. It was a lot, but it was worth. No, it was 80,000, not 180,000. So, yeah, we're starting over. Just cleaned. Christ, I'm so proud of you. I've seen so many pictures of your room. That's awesome. Clean room is best room. Genuinely proud of you. It's not a joke. Fair. Hell yeah. Nice. I got this. Boom. More reputation. Alright, let's equip all of this. Oh, and then here's that. Oh. Evidence. Okay. Scrap shit. Presentable by the end of the year. That's a good goal. Hell yeah. And if any young ladies might end up joining you in that room to watch anime, you won't have to like dodge Vito's crumbs. That was hateful. Does she like anime, Bryce? Oh, don't watch anime. That's you answered the question I just asked. That's funny. Maybe one day she will. Yeah, I need to focus. I need to do what? What does this mean? Say goodbye to the infinites. I'm just gonna say goodbye to this guy. Wait, all of these guys? You're all leaving.
Want.
That's funny. Alright. Let's not do that for all of them. Let's just click this guy.
More than one way to solve any.
It is time we said farewell.
I promise no Stormu. We must all.
What do you mean? Isn't there still 40 days of this?
Has reached its
Why is it saying that?
bringing you with us.
One day, I believe. You just gotta find the right one.
Your heroism.
And if anyone can find the right one
And 1,000
of an anime for someone to
though we will all
actually enjoy based on other shit that they like,
time here will remain
it's you.
with us forevermore.
So,
In that way,
you're basically like the encyclopedia of
both
anime.
been and what has yet to come.
Taste.
Until we meet
Taste?
again, Time Runner.
So, why is it saying this? Are they leaving? I don't want them to leave. I'm still playing this mode. I actually just kind of started, literally last week, actually. What else am I doing? Say goodbye to Momentous. Momentous. You?
There's always something to be fixed. Come back.
Coming to an end.
Almost
Why are we doing this? This is too sad. I don't like it.
will depart this time, leaving nothing in our wake.
Say goodbye to Moritari.
We believe the infinite dragonflight does not.
This has been
This is too sad.
experiment, hasn't it? Now the sands of time slip through the hourglass, waiting to be turned.
Time is forged by
The
perspective.
strange thing about traveling through time is that goodbyes and hellos tend to blur together. It can be hard to tell.
There could be a future where
And yet, they are, in their own way, so distinct from one another. I wonder why that is. Perhaps they deserve their own experiment. Well, if I ever decide to pursue it, I'd be thrilled to have you as an assistant. Then this goodbye would blur into a hello as well.
That's a nice thought. I like that. Oh yeah, for sure. That sounds... I mean, I still want to... I'm not the biggest anime person. I always say that I'm pretty good at just like... Okay, I watched Frieren like 100% because you recommended it, I think. I don't think I had heard about it before that or anything else. I think I was just like, you said I would like it. Right? Or did I start watching it before you told me? I think it was because you told me. Anyways, every other thing that I watch or mostly read, like I read a lot. I'm always reading a book. I always read like an hour or so for bed. Every book, I've never read a book I don't like. Every once in a while, I'll start a book and not finish it. But the only like, it's when I like to read books for fun and entertainment. I don't like reading like self-help, like serious books. Every time I read a book like that, that's usually when I'll like read some of it. Sometimes I'll skip around. I don't read those books end to end. I have more of them than I probably should that haven't been read for that exact reason. But like my books that I read, that I choose, have a really good like internal compass of being like, how whatever source I usually hear about it, I usually have some level of trust in that source, and then I'm like, this looks cool and sounds like something I would like, and then if it passes those two filters and then I do end up ultimately reading it, it's like 9.5 times out of 10 like, yeah, that's a good book and I loved it. And it's not just like, oh, that was a pretty good book. They're like, oh, I love that book. Because I don't really pick up anything or buy it or plan to read it unless it passes like usually those two filters. So it's like, what source did I find it from? Is it trustworthy, and how heavily do I weigh that opinion? And then also if I think like I'm gonna like it, and how good it looks just based on a glancing understanding of what it's about, and all that shit from me. So have you read the Gone series by Michael Grant? No? It's a YA thing. I've read some YA series. I read, see, I'm way too big of a nerd. Like, even superhero-y nerd isn't usually my type of thing. Except for rewatching all the Marvel movies. I've never really read a superhero-y book. I think when I was a kid, maybe the closest thing was like, you could argue Animorphs, maybe? It was like superhero-y. That sounds cool, honestly. I probably would enjoy it, but it looks like a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. The timeline of that makes sense. I like to sometimes go back and read, like, so a couple years ago. Oh, that's no, that makes sense. More what I mean is, I guess it's like superpowers. But I see that. I see how it's like, okay, like a post-apocalyptic new civilization thing. Cool. I read a series called Aragon. Ultra nerdy, and the movie they put out for it was terrible, so it got probably a bad rap. But the books were really good when I was a kid, and I read the first 3, and I thought that was all the books that there ever were, and then I found out that he had written a 4th one, and I was like, what the fuck? So like a few years ago, I just reread all of those, and they were still really good, and I'm glad I did it. And that's like a YA series, but it was good. What are these? Missed some stuff. Where'd that go? Bro. There's no way. The Similarion or what? Cimmerillion? I don't even know how to say it. I've only read it, and I realize sometimes I just glance over the word and just say it like in my head. Cimmerillion? That I've heard is like a gauntlet, like a fucking challenge to read. And I read, you know what, I should reread Lord of the Rings. I think I read them all in middle school. And I don't remember hardly jack shit, honestly. Most of my memory of Lord of the Rings is just the movies now. So I should do that. The last series I just read and finished 5 books, I think. 5 books? The Stormlight Archives. The first one, the author is Brandon Sanderson. We might have talked about this once before. But the first one, I had just finished another series of his. It was called the Mistborn Trilogy. He went on to write more Mistborn books, but they're like jumped forward in time type of thing, and I wasn't really interested in reading it anymore. I don't know, maybe I will one day, but I read the first trilogy, which is supposed to be a self-contained whole, essentially, and then he like kind of continued that world on later on in time. But I just finished that series, which was exceptional and like so emotionally rich, and like the storytelling was just so like the pacing was so good. You just wanted to keep knowing what was happening next, and everything just unfolded in such a satisfying way that, and it was also very like a lot to like process. Like there's so many layers of what's going on with the characters and the world and how everything unfolds, that it was like truly like I would think about that book throughout my day, and the concepts that it was discussing in a fantasy way. Like that's what Brandon Sanderson's like superpower of writing is he just makes you think about real life crazy shit through his characters in the fantasy world and the way that things are unfolding and experiences that they have in those worlds. He just makes it feel very real and attaches it to real things in real life, and like you just have a lot of depth there. And then on top of that, just his story itself and the characters and the fantasy world and all the elements that he has going on are very interesting and cool and fun and unique all on their own, aside from that a whole like depth that is also attached to it. So after I finished reading it, I was just like, I swear I was still like pondering it for like days, and I tried to start his next series like the night after I had finished the last book, and it was just too much. Like I jumping out of that and having all of that stuff still like swirling around in my head. And then if you read the first chapter of his first book of the Stormlight Archives, it is a fucking lot. It's one of those things where it starts throwing like the first chapter you read like 20 made up words, names, locations, like magical sounding things that he just kind of references offhandedly, because you're just like thrown into the story like in what's the word for that, like you're thrown into the story like as it's unfolding, like with little to no explanation of what's going on, and you find out as you're going on, like you're thrown into like a massively pivotal historic event that you don't understand the significance of until much later, but the very beginning of the story is like one of the most pivotal historical events of this huge vast world in like thousands of years, and you don't know what you're reading about or understand anything about the world as you're reading that first chapter, and it's just throwing so much at you that I was like, this is too much. Right after coming off that other thing and still basically pondering it and having a lot of my like, yeah, I don't know, mental emotional bandwidth still being tied up in there, I was like, I can't I can't do this right now. I think that was one of the last times I took a break and I tried to read a couple of the self-help books, or not self-help, whatever, just like more more real life, like interesting type of books of different subjects that I pick up here and there. I read a couple of those, read some parts of a couple of those, and then I was like, okay, now I'm ready. Or maybe that's when I did that, and then I also might have read something else in between, like another series or something like that in between. Maybe that was when I did the Aragon thing. Can't remember. But then I went back and I read all 5 of those books, and all 5 of those books are like 1,400 pages or more on average. They're literally fucking paperweights, and I did not stop until I had read all 5, and that is one of the best, most satisfying, and interesting, in-depth series I've ever read in my life. It's exceptional. I heard it. It was referred to me like multiple times from different people. I heard of it from multiple different like media outlets that I listen to, like podcasts or YouTubers or stuff like that. They would just kind of, it kept getting like mentioned around me, and I was like, it's so good. It's so fucking good. You said yeah. Yeah. There's this guy on really in-depth videos on Freeran, uses Brandon Sanderson a ton. Point everything Freeran does right when it comes to fantasy storytelling. That makes sense. That's cool. There's this guy that's who I found it from. Or no, I didn't find it from this guy, but after I had been reading them, Oksana was looking for a book to give me a gift like last year sometime, and she found this dude on YouTube who I later also found and was like listening to him talk just about what he thought about Stormlight Archives, and it's one of his top series of all time, and he mentioned this other book that she got for me that I read now. I read it after I finished the last Stormlight Archives. What's that dude's name? Fuck, I'll never find the video. But the book he recommended is Sword of Kaigen. It was like I didn't know what to expect going in, and I expected a little bit in the wrong direction. Like I expected it to be almost more fantasy-ish anime than it was, but on the back, or the title is literally a Theonite war story. So it has fantasy elements 100%, but it is such like it is a war story. It's like if you think about those books that are like World War II war stories, like it's very grounded in reality of like life and death and war in a society where that is a huge part of their experience, and where whatever's going on at that time in the book, it takes a huge role. Like it's the events of what's going on are surrounding a culture that is very based on like their historical fighting prowess and that type of shit, and their armies and their this and that, their special skills and abilities that they have in different warring nations, and how they all fall in like a hierarchy or whatever. And then the events that start to unfold in the book are it's a war. Like it's and then it gets really personal into the individual people's stories. It takes some insane turns that are just like, I've never seen a book written that way. It's honestly very unexpectedly darker than I thought in some ways, but it also has like a silver lining-ish thing woven into it that it's like very bittersweet type of thing. It's an exceptional book as well. This book is crazy. So you just reminded me of that when you said something about a YouTube guy. Did you ever watch Shogun? No, but I can see, yes, that I can see that. I remember you talking to me about it. haven't gotten around to watching anything new. Me and Oksana even stopped. We kind of paused it on the Rivals marathon thing we were doing right at Endgame. At the last one, the last actual Avengers one. So we haven't really watched anything. She watches stuff sometimes, but I'm usually just gaming in free time. And if we're doing stuff together, we've been playing V Rising, which has been good. Or football, which, fuck, dude. The game last weekend was embarrassing, the Alabama game. But apparently we heard some funny shit. Well, like, in the coach interview, that we had Jam Miller was injured, who's been, honestly, our biggest offensive playmaker. Like, okay, obviously the quarterback, but Jam Miller has been our top runner receiver the entire year. We haven't been using Ryan Williams. We haven't been using really anyone else except for Bernard a bit. And one other person who's not coming to mind right now, but that's not the point. He was injured. Our tied for best defensive tackle was injured. And then apparently the coach alluded to being like, yeah, we have some people who think that they just don't have to show up to practice and then they're going to play in the games. And that's just not how our program works. So basically, people were injured, people were being idiots and didn't get to play. And we had the shittiest, most embarrassing game of football I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Yeah. So it was lucky that we're still in the playoffs for sure. Just because our record was better than Notre Dame and whoever was below us. It was wild. That and Vikings Valhalla. Have you ever watched that? I'm sure you have. Yeah, we get the rematch game against Oklahoma, who's the only other team we lost to. Well, okay, so we lost to Florida State at the very start of the season. We won 10 games in a row or something like that. Up to 9 or 10 games in a row, up to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma beat us. So yeah, that should be a good game. Go into Norman. Norman? Go into Norman. Bryce, have you said that that and Vikings Valhalla are your favorite historical dramas. Have you, I'm assuming you've watched that one anime. What's the one anime? You're gonna know. I'm the one trying to ask you, but you're the one who's gonna know the name of it. You know, the Viking anime. Have you watched that? It has like a metalcore song for a intro. I watched the first couple episodes of it. It was really cool. Oh, Norma. It's where Oklahoma is. I know. Yeah. I can't think. I mean, I could Google it, but I want to have my brain remember it. Main character's name is Thorfinn, indeed. Have you watched it? Oh yeah, it's great. Have you watched all of it? Okay, how do I do world quests? Let's go here. I can do world quests here and continue wrapping up this storyline. No. How much of it have you watched? I think I watched a good amount of the first season. That is a good one. Crazy, that one's kind of brutal.
Suramar's citizens must be told of the arrival of the Horde.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to keep up with more than like... I can't even... I mean, personally, I can't imagine keeping up with one single anime because I can't even do that. But, trying to keep up with how many things are coming out. Wild. Sure, it's a lot. and shows. That's crazy. I want to know. What are your top 5, Bryce? Like, I guess that are active right now. Like, what are your top 5 that are active right now that you're watching? Like, favorite or best is an interesting question. Let's say, like, that are still active right now. Like, that are still active right now. And I don't know, favorite or best, like, try to take both into account. Make a top 5. Happened. Head. Helping me. What all the fuck is going on here? What are these? What's here? Oh. Body parts? Then I have to kill people? I think I could go back to heroic world mode soon. Kind of. Well, okay, actually what I meant is like the ones that you're talking about, like new anime season. Like what's coming out in the new season? You said 10 you're gonna watch. What are your top 5 of those? Because I'm curious, one, what's still going. Like, I don't know what's currently active. Like, I don't know, is JJK like done? Or is JJK still going? And is that up there for you? Because that's still one that I've heard like a million times. That is one of the few I've heard a million times and haven't watched it still. And then like Demon Slayer, I don't know if that would factor in as one of your favorites. I also don't know if it's still going. I think it is. Like, that's kind of where my question is at. Like, what's your top ones that are still going? Oh, it's still going, but not coming out this season. Like a quarterly thing? Is that how these animes work? How do they... What's the season? And it would be in there probably. That's kind of what I was saying. That's one thing. And just continued validation that I need to watch that at some point. I just needed to get out of the city and get somewhere where I could like just mindlessly look at the glowing things on my user interface and quest.
Powering up archive device.
Supposed to do something here? Who is this? Demon Slayer is 1 season left.
And grant its power to us.
Would that be up there for you?
Ours.
I forget, I feel like you've told me, yeah. I think you don't like Demon Hunter. Or not like don't like, but you think it's like overrated. Or Demon Slayer. Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter's a band, my bad.
Life of Raikul's worth is determined by the great rulers of their people.
Probably the first 2 seasons. The last season and movie were mid. See, I watched the first 2-ish seasons, maybe 3.
Your merit.
The first 2 I was like, oh, this is cool, this is good.
Only
Carried by animation, nothing special. See, that I can get, yeah, and now it's just like carried by the animation studio and the popularity. I can see that, yeah. I feel like that's what you've said before, and I can honestly see where that would come from. someone who watches as much stuff as you do, I sure that's a valid take. And I can even see it for myself too. It's more like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is good. Not like exceptional. It's cool. Teb after shows? Is that what it's called? Teb after shows? Teb after shows? I don't know how to read that. Teb after shows. That's a thing?
Powering up Archon.
Huh? Hold on.
Archon device.
Gonna wait for
50%.
okay. Fate after shows? Called Fate after shows?
Archon device power at 70%.
Oh, Fate series. What? Okay. The Fate series. Oh shit, that guy's killing me.
Archon device activated. The record is now accessible.
I'm messing this up.
The oldest and wisest dragons in Stormheim. To fly with them.
A dragon. Oh, see, that's in the other mount I want. I want to get this dragon. Oh.
Seek their blessing.
Teb. Teb after shows. I was like, Teb after shows. The fuck is a Teb after shows? Teb after shows. Sir, pardon you. Visual novels turned into shows. It's super complex world with diamonds. If you watch it, let me. I'll give you a watch order. What's that? Oh, a watch order. I see what you're saying. Because there's a bunch of random different shit going on. Different timelines, different parts of it. I feel like you may have mentioned that one to me before as well and offered the same thing. Because I think I remember looking at it and being like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? There's so many different things. Nasuverse. Gotcha. That makes sense. I feel like I want to watch something with Oksana, like if I'm going to get back into watching an anime. And I feel like she would probably like Attack on Titan or... Like, I feel like Attack on Titan is like the good starting point for her, because she's never really been into like any anime, I don't think, but she's like open to watching anything that's like cool, and I think that falls into a great... I feel like at least the start of it was really fucking good and cool and unique, and I don't know where after popularity took over, and it's hard because you have watched, like, I don't know, you're like the movie critic guy coming in pretty much saying like, well, this is good but it's not exceptional or whatever. You've watched like everything in the fucking world, if that makes sense. Has pacing problems. I could see that. I was just so interested in the way that, like, kind of the mystery unfolding aspect of it all was really cool for me. And I wasn't expecting a lot of those things in the later seasons. Yeah, see. Yeah, I get that too. But see, Oksana, doesn't like that type of stuff, she would err on the side of liking it and looking past the fact that it's like, oh, I'm so edgy, look how cool I am type of thing, and just still liking it, where I kind of am like that too. Like, if it's way too much, it does start to rub me the wrong way. But, I don't know. So I've only watched, like, the first couple seasons of it, and I was always like, oh, that's, like, really good and cool. And I don't know, a lot of things are popular for a reason, and I don't necessarily mean that means it's like one of the greatest things ever, but it's like digestible. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, whatever about this is like, it's the right combination of depth and new, weird, unique shit, but also still sort of digestible, and like more people can just like at a glance get what's going on, watch it, and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that's an issue with any medium. Like, I just went on talking about how Stormlight Archives is so hard to get into the. It is somewhat of a challenge getting into that first book, getting past the first few chapters, and not just being like, what the fuck, this thing just threw a brick wall of a bunch of random made-up names and concepts and words and events and people and ideas at me. Like, too much. So. No depth, but edgy fun that's super enjoyable to watch. Cool. Yeah. That tracks for me too. I've heard of that one as well. Look at this season. Cool.
Activating sequence. Trial of Might.
I hope you are ready to face your first trial, outsider.
I guess I am.
As the keeper.
Sorry. I guess I am.
Duty to test the might of
There we
those
go.
who wish to proceed. Prepare yourself. That is enough, outsider.
I think I need to turn it up to heroic world tier again.
Unbelievable. Decades of waiting without a worthy challenger, only to be beaten twice in the same day.
Sounds like you've been
Pass
slipping.
the trial of might, outsider. Seek me at the vault's entrance, and I will grant you the blessing of the Watchers.
Tower of God.
Sequence concluded.
Read the Tower of God manga. I would love a new one to read. Webtoons, do they actually have it that you can buy books? Volume 1. Unscrolled graphic. A webtoon. $10. The volume 1. Is that literally like one short? How many is there? How many volumes? 5. That one's 6. Every volume, like the short volume, or is this like a volume? Multiple little ones. Saying. Just top 5. It doesn't have to be order. Couple anime seasons around. So So these volumes that I'm looking at here, let me make sure I show everything. Like this is just one volume. Like that's like one chapter or whatever. That's like a short book, right? Like when you buy, like, okay, you can buy the Dragon Ball Z volumes that are like that, or each little chapter is like the Death Note series. Like each little chapter you bought the 12 or 11 or what, however many there were of those. Maybe more than that. I can't remember now. I own them, but they're in storage. Those are each like one small volume, right? Out here. Okay. What do I do? Do not touch. What did you see? Do not touch. That's funny. Too terrifying to read in Braille. I don't know what you saw, but I'm gonna assume you saw something that said "do not touch," and that's funny. Okay. Oh, it's Vinland Saga. What the fuck? Amazon heard me talking, Bryce. They recommended the Vinland Saga underneath that. Hell's Paradise. Breerin. JJK. Hell's Paradise. Bryce, should I, if I like reading, should I buy JJK like volumes or collection and start reading it before I watch the show? What do you think? Because I've been torn between starting that by watching the anime or starting that by reading. And then Fate Strange Fake, is that what it's called? Fate Strange Fake. See. Okay. Bill, it's not hardcore. This is Legion Remix. I got a little bit bored of hardcore, I'm not gonna lie. I did it for like 2 months. I still have a hardcore character sitting there. But yeah, no, this is not that. I don't know, never read it. Maybe Oshi no Ko. Or Fire Force. Fire Force. The first 3 easy recommendations also look, or 4 I guess, look more like stuff I would be actually. Hell's Paradise looks cool. Fate Strange Fake. Damn. There's so much. Blessing of the Watchers. Ready to
You have shown true valor today, and for this I shall grant you a boon.
A boon.
Hold aloft your weapon, outsider, and receive a gift from the Titans. It is done. May our power aid you when you need it most. Go forth, champion of the Vault.
Soul Eater. Heard of that one too. Return to Javi. Am I doing a world quest here? Milestone challenger defeated. Blood Totem challenger defeat. Uh-oh. No?
Then they delude themselves further.
Yeah, okay, I caught that. It was part of that same thing. Been a year? That's years? Wait, so is it gonna be a new thing coming out? Like a new, basically, aspect of that series or whatever? Cool. Yeah. Hello, Hobby. How was the stew?
Been expecting you.
Okay.
Walk with purpose.
Walk with you. Oh. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Sitting on my leg weird.
Hey, it's you! I'm getting stir crazy here. Please tell me we're going in. See ya.
Up a Stormforged grapple launcher. Wait, let's do this little bonus. Right here. You. Happening? What am I in combat with exactly? What's this? A rare spawn. Oh, shit, this was a mistake. Is that a world boss? Or what was that? Oh, it was a Magikarp. Fuck. Oh, I missed it. Ooh. It's probably Fate's most complicated story. That's crazy. Yeah, so I feel like that's where you're into like the fucking heroine of anime. Where it's like maybe some other people should start out with just like a drink or, you know, a couple THC gummies and see how it feels before they go too deep. Whereas, I mean, I'm in the same boat where that's what I'm talking about, like Stormlight Archives versus fucking like Harry Potter or something, you know? Yeah. But that makes sense. That's a fake Holy Grail war which end up spawning a real. That's a cool concept. That's crazy. So, how do I do this? I need a group. Pre-made groups. Questing. Find a group. Yeah. Sign up. Sign up. Accept. Am I standing in shits? Yeah, I'm standing in shits. Okay, we did it. Let's go. Nope.
I don't have a target.
Can res guys, somebody already doing it? Where'd they go? Somebody's already rezzing him. Alright, leave party. Not get killed by him again or whatever. Okay. Did that. If you don't think about the universe as a whole, which doesn't especially matter to each individual season, it's phenomenal. It's just hard to follow with all the different time, all with the other visual levels. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure. If you're just watching it and just being like, "Oh, this is cool," sure, it's great. Except for, yeah, whereas that's the difference between Stormlight Archives, probably. No, you have to read all the books. If you just like jumped into the middle of one of them, you'd like completely lost it. Kind of. Does a good job. Okay. Go over here. Oh, this is a cool place. I'll see. This is the mount I can get. Look at him. Beautiful.
This way. There's a good spot right here.
Quest.
Good luck out there.
Alright. How do I do?
What is it, Ace?
Accept. Do this.
You should be able to latch onto that spot at the top of the wall. Follow me.
Okay. Bonus objective here. Get this guy. Or wait, did I troll? I think I trolled. Stay up there. What am I looking at? Looking down here. I need to do something with these goats. Hello. I need your goats, madam. Stand aside. I don't think she's watched any anime. So, like, but she loves Star Wars, Marvel, all those things. Lord of the Rings. So I think Freerin we would like. I think she would like it too. Like, she likes a lot of the stuff I like. To be completely honest, like most of our tastes are pretty similar. She airs onto more of the like she'll watch sitcom-y things and romantic comedy things and reality TV shows where I don't really air in that direction. And I err more towards the, like, I've watched a little bit more animes, but not much, and, like, random shows, like the one that the fucking, Matt Mercer, or whatever, that, those dudes, the D&D guys, the show that they made, it's on Prime, can't remember any of the names of any of that shit right now for whatever reason. Like, I've watched a few of those type of things. I'll go that direction more, like maybe nerdier, and she'll go more like girly stuff or sitcom-y stuff. But for the most part, we have very similar tastes in stuff. So I think she'll like Freerin. I think she would like Attack on Titan. Demon Slayer might be hit or miss, I'm not sure. She would probably think it's kind of cool just to watch it. She loves Marvel. She's like way more into Marvel and watch all those movies more than like I ever even really have been. I'm getting more into it with her, which has been fun. Hero X. What about what's it called? What's that one that everyone was watching forever? Bryce, what's your take on My Hero Academia? How good or bad or overrated is that one in your mind? I've watched, I think I tried to watch one episode. It fucking sucks. That's hilarious. When I watched it, I was like, this is, I don't know. It wasn't for me, I don't think, either. So, that's funny. Whines like a bitch the whole time. That's funny. I've even heard that without knowing anything else about it. That's hilarious.
Hey, over here. I got
Hold on. Am I collecting goats? I did not pay attention to this quest. And he likes it though. Yeah, I thought, okay. I mean, it's gotta have something to have gotten that popular. And I do take your negative opinion also with a grain of salt. Like, I see why I give you full grounds to not like anything and be valid, because it's like, I don't know, you watch so much different shit that, like, yeah, I mean, the stuff that like everyone likes, maybe you're not necessarily gonna like it. I'm like that with my own things, where I'm like way deeper into it than a lot of people, and then you kind of tend to not like some of the stuff that's like everyone likes for your own reasons, you know, type of thing. So
It's too far away.
One Punch Man. I always thought that one looked stupid, because it is stupid on purpose, and I was like, I don't know if I want to watch something like that. Like, I guess that's a good joke. It's funny to play off of that trope, whatever, of like the infinite power scaling thing. But I was always like, I don't think I need to watch that. Is that a world quest? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. What? Why do I still have something, a circle here? No. Still assaulting these folks. She pulled my pull. Get the fuck out of here. I better still count for me. It does. Oh, I'm letting loose the goats. This is called assault. I'm letting loose their goats. Yep. 2% every goat I let free. I mean, it is assault. I'm hearing a little smack noise, so that must mean I'm assaulting goats. Yeah, I think I need to go to Heroic World Tier. I need to... When do I do that? Maybe right after this bonus objective, I guess. Why is this marking for me? Why not? Dragon flew away. Can't fly, that's cheating, sir. Turn to the ground. How dare you. I don't know if she would like... Actually, you know what? She probably would like the right anime of that style. That's crazy to think about. See, because for me, anything like that in anime style is like pretty much a no-go, but that's because anything like that not in an anime style is a no-go. Like, I'm not gonna watch sitcoms, I'm not gonna watch reality show type shit, but someone who would. Okay, so sitcom-esque shows, try Psyche. Spell it. The disastrous life of Psyche. Psyche K? Psyche K? Is that it? JJ, you're playing Marble It Up Ultra. Marble It Up. Okay. Whoa.
This ought to be good.
Quest.
Keep it up.
You can quest.
Lofty.
Grapple to the top of the walls.
Yeah, keep it up.
Disassemble their things. Do that. I am. Boom. Boom. Kaguya-sama. Life is War? Is that what you tried to type? Or Kaguya-sama Live? Life is War, right? Me? The Doublade. Catch that. Good Ultra. All love is war. Kaguya-sama. Kaguya-sama. Love is war. Okay. I get this. I didn't, it counted twice. Or if I did, it counted twice. Get me off this horse. Stuck. We did it. You're too late. Eekling. There. I will have you know. I'm the High Lord Marshal of the Paladins. Let's go. Gramug. Gunlaug. That's nothing even close to what I read. Or what I said.
Let's get up that tower.
Get up the tower. Like a Dees.
Ready to fly.
Ready to fly.
See ya.
I jump for this. Over here now.
On your own from here. Good luck.
Grapple to the path. I mean, I can fly, so this is. Wait, there's something down here, right here. You. Oops. That's funny. Yeah, I could actually see her liking something like that. Like, I don't think I would watch it myself, but I could see her liking stuff like that. I think she's a little bit from that era where it's like, oh, anime's for weird kids, you know what I mean? But I've talked to her about it a bunch of times where I kind of used to have that mindset too, and it was a little bit that way for us growing up, more so than it is like now for sure. Like, but I grew up with Dragon Ball Z like coming on Cartoon Network, and Naruto, and Yu Yu Hakusho, and fucking Rurouni Kenshin, and fucking all these random ones like that were on TV back in the day. What's the one with the fox guy and all that stuff? And I never, like, I was too young to know, like, no one knew what anime was. I was like, oh, these are just cool shows. Like, these are like cartoons but badass. Like, they're cartoons but they're actually cool. And like, cool shit happens. I never knew what anime was or anything like that until much later. I never knew that they were Japanese until much later. You know what I mean? So for me, it was a natural transition to just be like, oh, well, there's cool shows like that. I've watched those. And I don't think a lot of girls watched those shows growing up. I mean, some did, for sure. Or had brothers and all that stuff. But a lot of people just missed that. And so now it's like this whole huge thing where it's like, anime. Oh, do you watch anime or do you not watch anime? Whereas before it was like, oh, it's just a show. Like, I watch cartoons. What's this? This cartoon looks fucking sick. They're like beating each other up and flying around and shooting laser beams out their hands. Like, this is a cool show. Or this guy's like a samurai. He's doing crazy shit. Yeah. 2 to 3 shorts in every episode. That's interesting. So yeah, so I can understand where that comes from to some degree, but at a certain point it's just another medium, and there's like great shows, shitty shows, every single kind of show imaginable contained within it, right? Like, ooh. I did not know that Hunter x Hunter was the Yu Yu Hakusho guy. And I'm not gonna lie, I still love Yu Yu Hakusho. And actually I had like some time where I was just like needing something to put on like second monitor, but was tired of YouTube or didn't want to watch a Twitch streamer or anything like that a while back, and I was rewatching a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's still cool. I love that one. So I've heard Hunter x Hunter recommended literally 1,000 times, and I was always like, I don't know, it looks weird. The main character's like a little kid. But that is the best way that recommendation could have probably been made to me, and now I will actually do that. Only halfway the main character, I see. See, and that's kind of where I was at with like My Hero Academia too. I was like, why is this little kid like the main character? And if he's a whiny little bitch the whole time, I could see that being annoying for me too, or I don't know. But obviously there's a shit ton of other characters in that show. I feel like most people's favorite character is not the main character, in quotes, if that's him. I don't know. Right, that makes most sense to me. No, I was talking about, yeah. Let's see. Like, Goku is the opposite of a whiny little bitch character. Old school Dragon Ball Z was a good show. Or Dragon Ball, I mean. I never liked it quite as much as I like Dragon Ball Z, because I started with that first. But if I had never heard of Dragon Ball Z and started watching Dragon Ball, I would have been like, this is cool. And I do like that show. It's goofy. And if it was like a better version of that, I can Be like that. Is near Chimera Ant-Arc, which is near the end, is one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever written. Yeah, don't take it lightly when you say stuff like that, Bryce. I just want you to know. When you say that, I'm like, okay. What am I missing? Alafir. Down? Where down? Here, but down. A cave right here. Bring all these dragons. How to Train Your Dragon up in this bitch. It really is. These dragons kind of look like it too. And it's Viking-y. They legit just wanted to make How to Train Your Dragon. And wow. A silent voice. What are the three? With Furin. A silent voice or the silent voice? Voice anime. Is that a show? Oh, I've seen this. I haven't seen it, but I have seen cover. It's a movie. Just a movie. Right? And that's why you're saying if you count it. Got it. Movie. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I fell off of Furin once they started doing the wizard competition thingy. A little bit into that. Because I kind of liked how it was like an anti-anime story. Like it wasn't like, oh, it's all about fighting and power scaling and like this type of shit. But I can give it the benefit of the doubt for being a good show. And it's not that I don't like shows like that. It was just like, I don't know. I was like, oh, well, that's kind of what I liked about this show in particular, is that it wasn't doing that a lot. And it just like peppered you every now and then with a really unexpected, like, oh, holy shit, this person is insanely powerful type of moment, like in a more mundane world. And so it made it hit a little bit harder because it was like, oh, you've been watching these people just kind of live a life that looks pretty normal and like experiences that are almost average, and then oh, they just like fucking cut a mountain in half, or she just like laser beams a fucking demon off the face of the earth or something. It's like, oh shit. Like, so and that's kind of like, and I get it. The wizard competition starts to put the context of like, oh, powerful people know who she is and fear her power level, and like she just like shits them out like fucking yeah, Play-Doh machine or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I lost the plot, but yeah. So I get that. I need to go back to it. I think that one, when I go back to it, I want to go back to it with Oksana, and we'll watch it together. Start from the beginning. I think it's that one and Attack on Titan are the two I'm leaning towards the most starting to watch with her. I just have a good gut feeling about both of those. And then we'll see what else. The other one that I always liked growing up, but I have tried rewatching it once, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe it was the person I was watching it with was more judgy, and it was hard to watch it with them somewhat. I'm not sure if that's exactly it, or if it was like, this isn't as cool anymore. Was the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That one I liked a lot. Back in the day. So, am I just flying up?
My even as someone not of this land.
Arc for Fern and more so for Fern in the sidecast. I see.
The trial of will, and you have also gained.
Okay, right, because yeah, it also started to veer heavily away from Fern a lot, and I was like, oh, weird. Like, not weird, like, yeah, it's just different than it was leading up to that point. Oh, that's good. And that isn't even why I stopped watching it. I forget why I stopped watching it. I started doing something else. I think I might have just started reading a book again, because that's what I would do. If I'm watching something like that, that was when I watch it. Like, when I go to bed, I usually have to, like, read, or sometimes I would watch, like, an episode or two of something like that. 30 minutes to an hour or so before I actually go to sleep. So I think I just started reading something instead of watching it before bed, and then that's kind of like the only time where I would do stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm a fucking sweaty ass gamer. I'd rather just play a video game than watch things most of the time. Madoka X Magica you have mentioned before, and I read that one too. I have like 10 tabs open right now of things that I need to save after the stream for reference. I need to change this. Do that right now. Ubot. Social edit. Follow me on, let's say, TikTok. That's honestly my bigger platform right now. TikTok. I need these bit.lys. What are people doing nowadays? What are we doing for links on bit.lys? Or should I just put the damn link in there? I think we're back to just putting the link in there, aren't we? Regular full links. All right, let's do regular full links. Where's my Tikutaku? Tikutaku. Boom, boom. Here. Boom. YouTube. YouTube. Boom, boom, boom. YouTube app. Instagram. Boom. I don't know what's happening, I'm sorry. Boom. And where's the Discord link? I have to open Discord. Discord. Watch Madoka a million times and never get sick of it. 12 episodes of perfection. It's 12 episodes and done. See, I actually like that too, because that's one of the daunting things about anime is like, okay, well, you have to watch 72 seasons of it. Which is, yeah, I mean, obvious. Alright. How do I do this? Or send a server invite link. Copy. I mean, she might like it too. There. Save. Social. Me. There we go. It's updated. I put emojis in there. Put some emojis in that bitch. No. Good. I won't change it again for 300 years, probably. 300 years. All right. See, I have a book like that. It's not every year. It's once every couple years, but I'm doing it right now. It's the book The Name of the Wind, and then The Wise Man's Fear. The King Killer Chronicle, book 1 and 2 at Rothfuss. Waiting on book 3, like 15 years in the making. I believe in the dream. One day, you will get that book. But yeah, I have to reread that every couple of years. I'm currently doing right now. And then every few months, I search for news. There is no official release date for the book Doors of Stone. We know this. But recent activity on Patrick Rothfuss's translator website suggests major progress. I don't know what that means. With increased translator logins hinting at something significant, potentially book 3 or a related project. Let's hope not. Though Rothfuss maintains control over announcements and previously promised a chapter that hasn't materialized, while fans are eager and speculative, with some earlier reports even citing false release dates, current signs point to ongoing work, but a public announcement remains elusive, according to this YouTube video and this Reddit thread and this Reddit thread. Wait. This AI overview actually just fucking bugged out or something. That's so funny. Look at this. According to this YouTube video and this Reddit thread and this Reddit thread and this Reddit thread and this Reddit thread and this Reddit thread. What? That's funny. What does this mean? Recent spikes on his private translator site? Does that mean private translator site? So like translators, like so many users logged in, a sign historically linked to big reveals, but it doesn't guarantee immediate publication. Only that work is happening. So he might have something near a finished product that he has translators like starting to work on. Is that basically what that means? Oh, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You've talked about that one too. Okay, let me add that to the list. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That one looks cool. Um, hmm. This YouTube video from July 2025. Is this guy? Ah. Yeah. Lionsgate holds the rights for adaptation. Yep. Many months. Yeah. I'm waiting. It's been so long, dude. When did it come out? When did the last one, Wise Man's Fear, came out in 2011? Holy shit. Yep, it's been 14 years waiting. But it'll be worth it, honestly. Wow, I've never read that one. Oh, that's cool. Okay, those two are the biggest recommendations. Transcend that sense. Heard. It's crazy. I don't think I ever finished reading 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think I had it when I was a kid. I've never finished reading it. I think you would love the Wise Man, or sorry, the King Killer Chronicle, or whatever, for what it's worth. The Name of the Wind and the Wise Man's Fear. They're just exceptional stories. Like, I can't possibly say enough about it. The world, like, I literally miss reading it. It's just, it's hard to explain, and I'm not really finding the right words right now. Read a lot of books. There's none like this. There's a lot of mystery in the world that's constantly unfolding. There's so many layers to what's going on that are all interesting. There's like the individual personal level. There's the world at large. There's like, basically it's written from the perspective of you are jumping back and forth between where the main character is at his present state in time and his telling of his story. Like, the books are in the context of he is telling his story to basically a like archivist type of dude, or like a a scribe type of person. You jump back and forth between those timelines, so there's like things that you know from both of those timelines and so many things that you don't, and how they meet each other in the middle. You're just constantly kind of like, there are so many things that don't match up, and you don't know how those two realities can have, like, how the one reality reached the present time. It's just like, how the fuck did we get here? And you also have the question of what happens after now. Like, if this story is happening and this is where his timeline is now, like, what comes next? Does something come next? Like, it's really weird. It's hard to explain. I don't think I'm doing the best job, but it's, and then just the writing is exceptional, the characters are exceptional, the world, the lore, the concepts, all the ideas behind it are truly exceptional. He's just, and Patrick Rothfuss is a wonderful human being as well. Like, everything I've ever read from him, seen from him, heard from him, he has mental health struggles and stuff like that, but he is genuinely one of the kindest souls, I feel, and like just an awesome human. And like I don't know Life of Pi,
This land.
but possibly.
Oh,
Butcher a moose.
Wald. The bone speakers keep the dead. They will not help you. Their ways are twisted. They have forgotten the old.
It's so old that the language makes it a tough read. Oh, 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. No, 1,000%. See, that's where I'm at. Lord of the Rings is almost in that territory, and from my understanding, Silmarillion or whatever the fuck is exactly in that territory. Also,
Vidar. Earn your judgment.
holy shit! How did I get this many
Valor.
guests? Also, I thought I've been in queue for that raid this whole time. I have not. I forgot to look at which one I was supposed to queue for. Go get that side quest right over there.
Well, see you again soon.
Let's go get it. Where's it? Here. Okay. Should I open all these bags? I have to piss. I just realized, so hold on. I'll be right back.
The Ink-Binders have lost their way. They forget the true purpose of our runic magic traditions. They must be stopped before they pervert these customs further.
So much knowledge waiting to be gleaned. Our endeavor goes on. What is history? Not a series of variables. all that surrounds you. much knowledge waiting to be gleaned.
It pains me to see my brethren reduced to such a state. There is nothing left for them now but hunger. Please, put them to rest.
An ancient memory stirs. When you are prepared, call to me, and together we will uncover a piece of Illidan's past.
Hello. Be careful. Good luck, friend.
Praise to the goddess. She has blessed us this night with new life. The birth of not one, but two healthy males.
Two?
The Storm Rage twins.
Beautiful, nearly identical, except for...
That one, his eyes are golden.
Indeed. The child is destined for a great and prosperous future. His name is Illidan.
Illidan's was a life full of potential. His destiny forged in a great ordering and cast to the cosmic winds, where at last it would find a home on Azeroth. Within the tiny vessel, the great cycle began anew.
The Arcandor beneath Falanar grew unstable and failed catastrophically. Use your lodestone to gather energy from the shattered locus so we can understand why.
I need to target something first.
Ishnu Allah, Elun light your path.
We have a target for you in this area. Be vigilant.